really more just because of that senior group and all that they had been through, and to see them smile and to see them have some fun, and that a lot of those seeds that those seniors planted, in that little short period there, we're reaping the benefits of that right now.
This July, Mark Herzog talked about the relationship that he had with Clemson, and I believe he came down here for a game. And have you ever had a relationship with that with an opposing player? Is that something kind of unique in college football for you?
Well, I have had relationships with other players on other teams because recruiting, you get close to guys, and they may go to another team, and you always see them and talk to them, but that's a little different situation. I didn't know Mark other than just knowing him as a player on the other team and respect for him, but that situation was just your heart just went out for a guy, and I love his competitiveness. I love his spirit, his will to win no matter what he's facing, whether it was a football game or a real issue in life like battling cancer. And I just thought his attitude was great, and I'd read some things on him. And so, when he came down there, I just wanted to try to, reach out to him and help make a difference for him. And he was great. And, he's just a neat guy, neat person, great family. And then I think too, just that kind of parallels the Clemson Boston College. I think there's a lot of respect between our fan bases. I always hear a lot of positive comments from the BC people when they've come down here, and vice versa from the Clemson folks when they've been up there. It's been a good game every year.
With Boston College and Wake Forest, another school that had success developing guys. You look at Aaron Kelly, Matt Ryan, 5-star guys come to campus, but they turn into star players. I don't think they've had any top 25 recruiting classes either, but they've had a lot of success in the ACC. Why do you think that is? And what does that say about player development?
Well, they do a great job. They're well coached, and they know what they're looking for their systems, and they recruit to what they do, which is very smart, very smart. But Coach Spaz is one of my favorite guys. Great guy, good football coach, and they're having a tough year this year, but he'll get them going. They've got some things right now that I know they'll continue to address, but they're not going away anywhere. They'll be a team that'll be a factor every year.
Are there things you talk about changing the culture and how that's not an overnight deal here? Some of that related to player development too. When you look at all then Clemson's had 5 top 25 classes since '04, and just the one division title last year's. Was that part of the changing the culture process, I guess?
I think that for me, I can only answer it from my perspective, and that is we've been in this job for one full season and a half, and I think we're on schedule. We've made a lot of progress, and we're starting to develop things the way we need to. So that's really all I can answer. I've signed 11, and then one class last year that we redshirted the great majority of those guys, and then we're going to sign a full class this year. So I like where we're heading and what we're doing. As far as everything else, that's for other people to judge.
I know you're dialed in on trying to keep it just focused on BC, the one game thing, but is there any concern with the 18 to 22-year-olds in a week where the two teams you play after this game are going to be playing on Thursday night, the impact of that game? Do you have any concern at all about those guys? I hate saying the word overlook Boston College, but you know what I mean? Especially because Florida State and NC State will play on Thursday, and these guys can see that, and they know those two are heavy.
Well, I can promise you that's what BC's hoping. They're hoping that our players will just look at their record and just think they can show up. So, hopefully we're a little bit more mature than that. But yeah, you always worry about the psyche of young people. You tell them that the stove is hot, but what do? They touch it anyway. And so, they don't want to sometimes listen to you, and sometimes you learn tough lessons. But hopefully we've learned enough tough lessons this year. There's nothing more important to us than this ball game, and what else matters. You're one loss away from being a 500 football team. You kidding me? How can you think anything more than playing the best 4 quarters of your season this Saturday?
Dabo, did you hear about Derek Dooley's comments, sort of comparing his situation to military soldiers in World War II on both sides? And what do you think about that kind of analogy? And do you think it was unfairly chastised or fairly chastised for his comparison?
I have no idea what you're talking about. So I have no idea. I have no idea what he said. What did he say?
It's two.
I have no idea. I got my own problems. I have no clue. Okay.
Anybody got anything else? Thank you.
Okay, thank you.